Hey everyone, this is Dorkside Gaming, and I'm Richard. And today I'm talking about our first retirements in Gloomhaven. So, if you ever plan on playing Gloomhaven, I recommend listening to this video because this is all about what do you do as you progress through this kind of legacy game. If you never plan on playing Gloomhaven, this still might be interesting, but I am going to have some light spoilers. It's not too much. I'm going to try very spoiler free, but just I always warn because this is a legacy game, and so talking about it may give you more insight than you want, but I think it's valuable, so I recommend listening to it anyways. Okay, so in Gloomhaven, as you progress, you have a life goal for your character. Now, your character is not your class. Just like Dungeons and Dragons or World of Warcraft or anything like that, you have a name that is the character that represents the character you've been playing, who has experience and gold and treasure and all that kind of stuff. But then you have the class. In the class, in the beginning, you only have, I think, 6 classes to choose from, and you have a life goal. When you complete the life goal, like my life goal was to kill a certain number of vermlings, which are like little rat people. So when you complete your life goal, you unlock something, usually a new class. When you do that, you must retire your character. You do not have to make a new character from the new class that you might have unlocked. Sometimes you don't even unlock a new class. So you can make a new character of the same class. And I see a lot of people might want to do that, to be honest. And partially because of what we encountered. So in the course, so we had a person leaving, so we played a bunch of games. We played like 4 or 5, 6 games in 2 weeks. And we pushed through and we unlocked 3 life goals. So in I think in the course of 3 games, I think literally 1 game, boom, that person completed his life goal. Next game, the next person, and then the next game, I completed my life goal. And what happened was we went from the Tinkerer, it's like a little gnome guy. That class is like a bard, really. It's kind of a buffing, augmenting pet class. And he completed his life goal and he unlocked the Cthulhu head. It's not too spoilery. You can see in the box there's a class that has a Cthulhu head for its symbol, and he chose to play that character. That character, this is a little bit spoilery, is basically like an assassin, kind of an assassin mage class. Then our brute, which is a barbarian tank. No, don't call him a barbarian. He's a fighter tank. Okay, just basically pure tank. He unlocked the elementalist, which is a very squishy mage, very squishy. And actually, the Cthulhu character is also very squishy. All right, and then I went from the Cragheart, which is like a druid, and so kind of a hybrid healer. The way I played it, the way I built my character was healing and control, and often a lot of damage that could bypass shields. So that's what I did. Lots of area stuff, no big burst damage, just lots of little ting 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 until things were dead. And protect people by putting obstacles in their way, stuff like that. So I went from that hybrid healer mage character to a berserker character, the lightning bolt character, and that character is all about pure damage, but very really needs a tank. Just really needs a tank because it's all about retaliation and taking damage to do damage. And so you kind of need a healer to keep you up and going, or you need somebody else to be a tank so that you can just do your damage and give you a little bit of a breather sometimes for you to recover. Because you kind of like your hit points drop and then your hit points go back up, and then your hit points drop and your hit points go back up. It's like a glass cannon. And so suddenly, now the fourth person, she didn't want to complete her life goal. She loves her character, and she was playing the what is it called? She was playing the Spellweaver, which is it's a mage basically. So we went from one mage, one tank, one hybrid healer, one healer augmenter, to mage, and glass cannon melee person, which is almost like a mage that does melee, right? That was not a good team composition. It was not. So in Gloomhaven, when you have the ability to retire and you unlock a new class, often the class you unlock will not necessarily be a good class for your group. And we tried to push through. We knew. Don't think we didn't know. But there's a shininess to having a new character and a new class and new abilities, and we really wanted to make it work. I don't think we could make it work personally. Maybe we could have. We're not. I mean, we're on hold now, so we won't be playing again for a few weeks, maybe a month. But when we get back to playing, my gut thought is I might go back to Cragheart because I've upgraded them. In Gloomhaven, what's cool is you can upgrade the powers. And I didn't really get to experience the build I was working on. Basically, and this isn't spoilery because it's the first starting character, I put curse on my Dirt Tornado, so my Dirt Tornado could curse everybody I hit. And that's possibly 7 people that, boom, suddenly got curses. That's 7 people out of the curse deck. That's almost all the curses available. So that was a very cool composition. I got to use it once. Seemed cool, but that was it. But what I recommend really doing is go back to those original characters. If you really don't want to play your character anymore, look back to those original characters. Maybe look back at somebody else, right? Because, for example, I could have switched to the Brute from my Cragheart. I could have been tank. That's okay. I've been mage healer for most of the game. I could be the tank now. That's fine. We can rotate roles. I'm not saying that you are stuck playing your role, but you have to be very cautious before you switch out to a different character, because 4 mages kind of sucks. It just three mages in a melee assassin berserker guy. I don't know. Kind of sucks. It's not fun. It just, honestly, it wasn't that much fun. And suddenly everybody was like, well, I could go back or whatever. If you go back, you're going to lose a couple levels, but you're going to keep those abilities that are upgraded. So it could be really cool. I mean, if you play the whole game with one class and you just kept upgrading them over and over again, that character would be so overpowered that it might be more fun to play the same class forever. And that's what she's doing. So the Spellweaver player, that's what she's doing. Is we'll see where it goes. But it was fun. It was fun opening the box. I intentionally did not read ahead. I love spoilers, but for legacy games, I do not want spoilers. So on the other hand, I do want to talk to people that are at the same level I am in any legacy game. So I'm always torn, guys. I want to make a bunch of videos about this legacy stuff because that's what I play like over half the time now. But I just don't want to make anybody upset. It should be a point system like, hey, I am 50% through the game. I want to talk to other people 50% through the game, so we can all like help each other and whatever. Anyway, that's it for this week's blog. Bye guys.